Anyways, let's move on. I don't even remember where we were in this game. Horaca Cinema?
Oh my god. What have we become?
What have we become? Anyways, yeah, where did we leave off? I think
I have no idea.
I
couldn't tell you.
Oh yeah, I think this was when Arquade basically.
She drank Rose blood.
No, she didn't drink his blood. She crushed his heart, but also she does seem to be evil now.
Yeah, she went batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Damn, Edwin. Looks like we have to kill this gal.
Yeah. Didn't we make that joke last week?
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Or, well, a few weeks ago at this point. But anyway. Okay, we're good. For the first time in ages, I'm reading dialogue. No, for the first time in ages, I wake up feeling rested and refreshed. I open my eyes.
In rages.
What? Oh my god.
Share screen, dumbass.
Yes, yes. In my defense, we got in a very long side conversation, so...
That too.
Okay. Anyway. I opened my eyes and my mind was awake. Plagued by none of my usual sluggishness, I reached for my glasses and put them on, restoring my vision to sanity. Hey, about Kasumi gotcha allegations. I was gonna say she goes back the next day because she's scheduled for another gotcha interview.
Schedules for another gotcha.
I can't even make I can't even make a joke about wanting a DOA Nikkei collab because well they're occupied right now. Anyway. Whoa, I feel great right now. Is this because I took it easy all day yesterday? Or did Professor Arak's IV treatment really work? Whatever the case, I feel good. Really good. A little too good, if anything. Maybe I should actually be concerned. Someone knocks on the door. 10 or so seconds pass in silence, and Hisui enters the room with a bow. Oh, I guess I'm taking over.
Oh, yeah.
Pardon my intrusion. Okasumi... Okasumi, darling, we have another gotcha interview.
Oh, God.
Anyway. Yes, KT. Pardon my intrusion. Oh, morning, Hisui. Thanks for the wake-up call. Good morning, Master Shiki. I see you are awake. Yeah, slept pretty well last night. I'll get changed and head to the dining room right away. Could you ask Kohaku to fix me a bigger breakfast today? I'm feeling pretty hungry. Of course. I'm sure my sister will be delighted. Hisui bows and turns to leave the room. Sensing that something seems different about her today, I call out to her. Seem in a good mood. What's up? I am simply relieved to see that you are in fine health. As the one responsible for your care, nothing could bring me greater happiness. With that, Hisui leaves the room. As far as Hisui is concerned, saying things like that is probably just part of the job, but still catches me off guard. Oh, yeah. Glad to hear it. Mumbling to myself, I scratch the back of my burning neck with one hand. Alright, time to stop lazing around. Pretty unusual to have this much energy. Should hurry up and change. Take a deep breath, hop out of bed, and get ready for the day. Today is Monday. The start of a new week is here, and I'm eager to get going. Kohaku has prepared a traditional Japanese breakfast. White rice with miso soup. Boiled spinach and squid with daikon. And for the main dish, stewed shrimp and turnips. All light fare that's easy on the stomach. Here you go! Enjoy your breakfast! If that's not enough, I can whip you up something else, so just let me know. Wow. They aren't necessarily the fanciest dishes, but each one is suffused with an appetizing glow. I wonder if Kohaku is a classically trained chef. I appreciate it, but I think this will be plenty. I bring my hands together in thanks and begin to eat. My chopsticks move quickly like I'm making up for the past few days. Sounds pretty good, yeah. I devour the side dishes and empty my bowl of rice before I even stop to lick my lips. Sorry, I ate too fast and didn't even really taste it. But, could I get seconds? Of course! I'm glad you have an appetite. One moment, I'll be right back with some more. Kohaku fills me a second bowl of rice and heads back to the kitchen. I call out after her. While you're at it, is there something in particular I can bring you? Shiki died from food poisoning. I almost blurted out my request, but I think better of it and closed my mouth. No, it's nothing. I'm good with whatever. Okay, then leave it to me. If worst comes to worst, I can pilfer a teensy bit from Mistress Akiha's portion. Thanks, but I don't think that would end well for any of us. Kohaku disappears into the kitchen, evidently in a good mood. She seems pleased that I asked for seconds. But... sorry, Kohaku, but for some reason your breakfast isn't quite satisfying today. Well, I am hungry and think her cooking is great. With each bite, my appetite wanes. It's just not what I feel like right now. I don't want elegant seasonings or subtle flavors. I want something heavy and greasy. Something raw, like offal. Something crude, messy, unrefined. Something pulsing with vitality. Burgers.
Burgers.
Burger. I thank Hisui for seeing me off and leave the Tono mansion. It's 7:30. And fries. Five Guys? It's 7:30. My long breakfast cancelled out my early start, so I end up heading to school at the usual time. The first day of the week. The area around the station is bustling with people on their way to work or school. Things here don't seem to have changed one bit. Shiki goes to Five Guys.
Shiki goes to
The only blemish on normality is a department store entrance sealed off with a warning sign. That's the place where... I bet Ciel and Miss Noelle have quietly cleaned it up by now. A few short days ago, that department store concealed a vampire's lair. But now, with Love dead and his catacombs destroyed, it's nothing more than an abandoned ruin. Guess it really is over now, huh? Ciel said her goal was to eliminate Flove, and that she'd leave town once that was accomplished. Which means I won't see her ever again. Never again will we have lunch together in the classroom. Never again will we talk the day away together with Haruhiko. Truth be told, there's still so much I wanted to do with her. The thought that she won't be at school makes me want to turn around and go home. But this mundane day-to-day existence is exactly what Ciel fought to protect. To despair at having to return to it would be disrespectful to her. Besides, I remember Ciel. She said she would erase my memories the next day, but she never did. Maybe she was being considerate of my feelings, or maybe she just wanted to save herself the hassle. Either way, it doesn't matter. I'll never see Ciel again, but I still have my memories of her. That's more than enough of a reward for helping her in that battle. The school gates are busiest in the 15 minutes before homeroom. The walkway to school is swarming with students. Naturally, there's no unbelievably beautiful woman sitting on the guardrail waiting for someone today. She kept calling herself a vampire, but she sure didn't act like one. I feel a broad grin spread across my face. Look at this photograph. Whenever I think of Arkwade, I can't help but smile. She was pure chaos from beginning to end. Whether she was laughing or fuming...
What did you say?
Whether she was laughing or fuming, she always wore her heart on her sleeve. She may have been terrifying at times. She was a good person beneath it all. But though she caused me a lot of headaches, looking back, I feel lucky to have shared those brief few days with her. In any case, that's all in the past now. Soya is free of vampires. Arcoid and Ciel are gone. All that's left behind is the same ordinary life I've always... Oh, good morning, Tono. Ciel's standing before me, looking every bit her usual self. What? Ciel? What the hell are you doing here? Why? This is where I go to school, you know? If I weren't here, I'd end up late for class. Well, yeah, I guess that's true. But you know what I mean. What happened to I'm leaving town once the vampire's been taken care of? Ciel-chan. Wait, Ciel? Oh, I see. That's what you were talking about. It's impressive you managed to remember that given everything else that was happening. As your senior, I should be quite proud, said the responsible third year, adjusting her glasses for dramatic effect. Ciel, you dork!
She's the one saying it out loud. She's one of us.
Ciel really does push her glasses up, wearing a self-satisfied grin all the while. She's clearly toying with me. Of course I remember. I haven't forgotten a single word you said to me. For a moment I forget where I am. Although I'm not even sure why I'm so upset. It's shocking to see her, but it also makes me indescribably happy. Because I have this photograph. The combination of emotions must have addled my brain. So why are you still here? It's all over, right? Shouldn't you be long gone? Wow, are you saying you don't want me here? No, not at all. You know I want you here. Are you making fun of me? Shows Chibi Ciel.
Shows Chibi Ciel.
That does exist in Lumina. I think I'm the one being made fun of here. You need to make up your mind on whether or not you want me to stay. Look, I'm just saying. Sorry. I thought the vampire incident was over and done with. Oh, well done, she says with mock admiration. She even gives me a round of applause as if she weren't being condescending enough already. Alright. Seeing that she isn't taking this seriously, my head finally clears. Forget it then. Because it don't really matter to you after all. Sorry for causing a fuss. Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry. I took the joke too far. You were a lot more surprised than I expected, so I got carried away. Ciel gives me one more sincere I'm sorry for good measure. So she really was just teasing me this whole time. Alright, as long as you're sorry. But you are going to explain this, right? You can't leave me in the dark after everything we've been through. There we go. Of course, it's my responsibility to do so. Who should get to class? I am your senior after all. I can't let you be late on my watch. Ciel sets off towards the school. I realize that there's no one else at the school gates anymore. Must have lost track of time pressing Ciel for answers. Now there are only 3 minutes until homeroom. We're far from done here, but she's right. Still flustered, I try to calm myself as I follow after her. One minute until homeroom. The hallway's devoid of students. It's silent but for the sound of our footsteps as we run to class. Oh, it's silent but for the sound of our footsteps as we run to class. That and Arihiko. Oh, well, another character all in voices.
No. Yo, good morning, Shiki. I hate this character.
Miss Noelle waiting on the landing, smiling. Miss Noelle? It's Ciel's turn to be surprised. I've already had one big shock today, so I'm not particularly taken aback. If Ciel's still here, it only makes sense that Miss Noelle would be too. Actually, that's a little strange. Why would Ciel be so surprised?
Have you been in since the other day? You hurt? Here, let me take your temperature.
Miss Noelle! Miss Noelle wraps her arm around mine and presses her body tightly against me. She's close. So close I can feel her breath tickling the back of my ear. Wait, is she biting it? What are you doing, Mr. Oh god. What are you doing, Miss Noel? So shocked that he broke the timeline for a second.
Does it look like I'm getting up close and personal to brighten up my mornings somehow?
Sus.
We've always split up our duties. I do the talking, you do the fighting. Let's keep it that way.
She looked like that.
So I just first come fish server out here. And I think it's the older one who should be showing the newbie the ropes. Don't you think? Huh.
Please watch what you're saying. We are in school. Someone call the police or the FBI on this woman.
On this woman.
And you, Tono, tell me you're not enjoying this. Yes,
You know, if there were any
ma'am.
other woman-
No, ma'am.
You know, if it were any other woman, probably would. But given her attitude, nah.
Oh,
I
God.
think that only 2 days ago we were both all hot and bothered, so deadly if talking about it, so can't blame you for not being in the mood in a place like this. You prefer to continue this in private, I imagine. Oh dear God.
Mr. Wall draws even closer to me. Ciel's smile widens with the unmistakable intention of bodily harm. That's a great line.
You know, given that we've seen a glimpse of how strong she actually is,
That is
that's a
terrifying.
horrifying
Yes,
thought.
yes. The unmistakable intention of bodily harm.
Funny sentence.
Yeah. Just when it seems we're hurtling towards a catastrophe to make Vlov's rampage seem like child's play. I don't know.
Oh, God.
I don't know. I'm really enjoying this. Shut up, Boner. Now's not a time. Those who know the reference, I do not. We are quite literally saved by the bell.
担任が遅刻しちゃダメよね。男の子はいいとして、女子の皆さんに陰口叩かれるのはね。
I'm sorry. The homeroom teacher can't be late. The boys may not care, but the girls won't miss a chance to spread nasty rumors.
Miss
Yeah,
Noel?
run it all down.
Miss Noel lets go of me and bounds up the stairs like she's making an escape.
それじゃあまた後でね、四季くん。
Bye for now, Shiki. See you in class.
It's a ReZero recap parody video. Like a bridge kind of thing.
話は放課後、校舎裏で。
But I feel like it'd be Grimjack who'd say something like that. Meet me behind the school today and I'll tell you everything.
Oh, so is it just me, or was that voice line very high pitched even for her?
それじゃあまた後でね。詳しい話は放課後、校舎裏で。
That was very high pitched, dear
Yeah,
God.
her face. Yes, I've seen this portrait around before. Miss Noel vanishes in the direction of the second-year classrooms on the 3rd floor. Meanwhile, Ciel sets off towards the 3rd-year classrooms on the 2nd floor. Wait, Ciel, we still need to talk.
失礼、私も欠席。
Sorry, I can't skip class either.
詳しい話は。
Let's talk in the tea ceremony room after school. Ciel runs down the hall, light on her feet even while flustered. So basically, Miss Noel will be waiting for me behind the school tonight, and Ciel will be waiting for me in the tea ceremony room. The terrible crossroads I find myself at sends a shiver down my spine. But your photograph! No matter what I do, I suspect I'll be signing my own death warrant.
Pretty much.
Morning classes end and lunchtime comes. Miss Noel didn't look my way once during homeroom or class. In fact, she ignored me completely, as though telling me telepathically to stay over after school. Here you go. Your other character.
Yo, Dono, I haven't seen you in days. How you died, bro? Catch a cold or something? It has been getting a bit... kind of tense today.
Arihiko cocks his head quizzically. We've known each other for a long time. He must have sensed what I'm racking my brain over with a single glance. Where should I go after school today?
Nah, I must be seeing things. You look the same as always. Look the same as always, bro. Better, if anything. I thought you took off school because you weren't feeling well. That's what I heard from Ciel, anyway.
Does he know? He does not.
Does he know? He does not.
Oh yeah, that's right. He called my house for me on Thursday. Thanks, man. You're a lifesaver.
No worries, just remember you owe me one. That reminds me, I can tell your sister's a real hottie just from her voice. No.
You know, maybe this was the best episode for Edwin to miss.
I think you could introduce me? She's got long black hair, a gentle disposition, and the type of ephemeral beauty that any guy would fall over himself to protect. She's my kind of girl. The fact that he hasn't met her and yet describes her so perfectly is really unnerving.
I mean, she's the head of the Tono family. I'd imagine there's probably a picture of her in like the newspaper or something.
Probably.
Seriously? I thought you'd be the last guy who'd be into the vulnerable type.
Nah, man. What if the big sister's all you've got? That kind of girl's your greatest fantasy.
If only he knew that the FBI is on his doorstep.
Oh. I mean, the age gap between them wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah. Actually, I think they would both be like the same age.
Yeah, there's not that big a difference between the two.
Yeah. Really? Alright, I'll invite you over sometime and you can chat her up all you want. She's just dying for a man to protect her, so I'm sure she'll be right up your alley. Shiki, are you trying to get him killed? Yeah, but she's small.
Yeah, but she's small. Yeah, that's fair.
I watch impassively as he breaks into a grin. Children can't stay innocent forever. Someday they have to wake up from that dream and face the real world. I'm not entirely sure if he's saying that for Arihiko or Akiha. Anyway. Say, you gotta get lunch now?
Yep. Headed to the cafeteria or going to the school store?
Yeah. I feel like gorging myself today. Hang on. Doesn't someone owe me lunch? Hits me like a bolt of lightning. I still haven't claimed my spoils of war. Admittedly, it's quite the ask, and a presumptuous one at that, but a promise is a promise. Really, I just want a reason to see Ciel as quickly as possible. Sorry, Arihiko. I just remembered I've got plans. It looks so serious.
This looks so dramatic.
More curry. Yeah. Like, if we could, like, hang on. Can I, like... Here we go. I'm sorry, Arihiko. I just remembered. I've got plans. There we go. Bro wants to see curry sent by. Exactly.
Yeah.
You go ahead and eat some pasta for me in the cafeteria.
Pasta.
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 I like the way you said that.
Pasta. Pasta nande.
Pasta nande?
Pasta nande.
Pasta nande. I'll conveniently forget that our arrangement was to meet after school. I'd better hurry. There's no telling when the offer will expire, so this may be my one chance to get lunch from Ciel. It's the one Captain America I have to go. After a quick stop at the school store, I arrive at the tea ceremony room. Knock on the door. There's a rustling sound inside as someone approaches. It is the tea ceremony club. Who is it? Ciel's voice drifts through the other side of the door. It's me. Thought we could have lunch together. Try to sound as natural and confident as I can. No reply. Not even with a door separating us, I feel the pressure of her... Even with a door separating us, I feel the pressure of her silence.
先輩、お昼ご飯だってば。
Ciel, come on. Let's have lunch.
放課後と言ったはずです。今日は遠野くんとは食べません。
Told you I'll talk to you after school. I won't eat with you today. So that's the issue, huh? She's probably upset with me for coming to see her now instead of after school like she asked. Time to bring out the big guns.
カレーパン。
I brought curry bread. Door slams open.
遠野くん、私が食べ物に釣られる人間だと思
Tono,
ってるんですか？
did you really think I can be bribed with food? Shio yells at me through the door. Damn, my plan seems to have backfired. Because you're completely right. Okay, no. What do I do now? Trying to force my way in would only make her angrier. Looks like I have to wait until after school to talk to her. We were right.
それでもらっておきますが。
But since you are offering, I guess I will accept. What? The door slides open with a rattle, and out comes Ciel.
考えてみたら、
I thought about it for a moment and realized I have no reason to take my anger out on you.
そもそも
Besides, it would be rude to turn away a guest. Not sure exactly what she has to be angry about, but seems she's pardoned by intrusion.
つまり、
So you mean we can have lunch together?
まあそう取ってもらって構いません。
Yes.
そんなに
Well, I suppose you could put it that way.
どう
If
ぞ
you're really that fond of tatami mats, come on in. She retreats into the tea ceremony room. Taking that as my cue, I follow after her. Ciel is holding a sandwich. It's not homemade. It's a club sandwich from the school store.
あれ
Huh.
先輩、
Sandwich.
お昼はそれ
Yeah.
だけ
Is that all you're having for lunch?
はい。
Nope. I don't have much money on me today, so got the cheapest, most filling thing I could find. I suffered some, unexpected expenses yesterday. She clasps her hands together, her fingers fidgeting anxiously. Maybe they're itchy? I don't see a single scratch on her beautiful skin.
それより遠野くん。
Anyway, let me warn you now. Any talk of vampires is off limits until after school. This is an ordinary lunchtime, so please act accordingly.
分かってます。
I know, all I wanted was to have lunch with you.
食べたかった
Serious stuff can wait. I sit down on the tatami and take out my lunch. There are 100 questions I'd like to ask, but I push them out of my mind for now. I'm just happy getting to spend my lunch with Ciel, even if we do nothing in particular. Oh, whoops. Oh, you got the same sandwich as me.
今日は他にカレーパンもつけました
I
よ
have。curry bread to go with it too.
でも、
But I was actually expecting to have something else. Like a homemade lunch, for example.
例えば、
そうですか。お手製の。
Is that so?
遠野くんの
A homemade
そ
lunch.
れぐらい作って
Well, I'm sure the
もらえるんじゃ
Tono
ないですか。
household is well off enough to provide you with that.
そうですね。
That's true.
めち
One
ゃ
of
く
our
ちゃ料理の
housekeepers
美味
is
しい
an
女
amazing
性さん
cook.
がいてくれますか
So
ら
she'd probably make lunch for me if I asked her to.
でも、
But I'm not too concerned with how it tastes, so I'd rather have something made with love and care. A proper reward for all of my hard work. Shoot her a meaningful look. She averts her gaze awkwardly. Looks like she got the hint.
それはその
Well,
遠野くんの
I thought you were just saying that.
過ぎないと
I mean, I wasn't really sure if you were serious, so I didn't think it'd be a big deal if I couldn't do it.
ひどい。
Ouch. Must have mattered to you as much if you forgot about so easily.
いえ忘れていたわけではなく
No, of course I didn't forget. It's just, need a little more time to prepare. I was busy all day yesterday. I know you said how it tastes doesn't matter, but I think that's really the most important part of it all. Never thought I'd see it, but Ciel seems truly flustered. Hold on. She said she needs more time and doesn't want to give me something that doesn't taste good. It's almost too good to be true, but that means...
先輩、本当に俺のお弁当
Did you really make lunch for me?
はい
Yes, but it didn't turn out very well.
期待に応えられなくて
Sorry to disappoint you. Please give me some more time to get it right, or let me know if there's another way I can repay you. Even the almighty Ciel has her weakness. Come to think of it, she does usually buy her lunch at the cafeteria or the school store. So, another way she can repay me. The fact that she didn't forget about our promise is good enough for me, but... Ciel's shoulders slump dejectedly. Seeing her look so defeated is almost refreshing. What? That's too bad. Guess... Excuse me? That's too bad. Guess you have to pay me back with your body then. Feel a strange switch flip inside of me. Manual labor. That's quite pragmatic of you, Tono. But no problem. I'm pretty sure I can handle that. So how about after school tomorrow? I'll give you 2 hours. I can help you with whatever you need. Oh, Ciel, how pure can you be? Or how prudish? Anyway, it's not what I meant. I'm talking about something more direct. I want to use your body. I scooch up closer to her. What? Tono? What are you? What? I can't touch you unless I get closer. Oh. I thought it was gonna go in the direction of like, oh no, he was talking about something very, very different, very innocent. How did you explain this one? Anyway. What? I can't touch you unless I get closer. I'm going to take your top off now, okay? I want to see your shoulders. As a member of the clergy, I cannot allow that. Wait, my shoulders?
Why not a holy woman, I'd slap you.
Take them off. Why? I don't understand any of this. What do you mean, why? What man doesn't enjoy taking off a girl's fine accessories? It's like peeling a soft-boiled egg. The closer you get to what's inside, the greater the thrill.
Not the analogy.
How can you sound so smooth and so horrid at the same time? This expression.
Beautiful.
Oh god. I stretch my fingers out towards Ciel's glasses. Ciel scurries away from me. Only for trading! You have to give me your glasses too! She throws out a random demand in an attempt to hide her embarrassment. My fingers stopped just short of her. Struck by a strong urge to take off her glasses, I lost control of myself. But her words bring me back to my senses. The switch inside me flips back off, saving me from doing something stupid. Sorry, I don't know what I was thinking. Your reaction was so adorable I couldn't help myself. Bow my head in apology and quietly go back to my spot. Adorable? I'm not really sure what you mean, but I'm glad you're back to normal now. Do you still want me to take off my glasses? I'll take a rain check on that. I am not comfortable taking my glasses off in front of people myself, so it's not really fair to ask you to. Really? Doesn't really bother me. I was just surprised because you brought it up so suddenly. Are your eyes that bad, Tono? That side is fine. These aren't prescription. More than for personal reasons. Promised someone I looked up to that when I was a kid that I'd never take them off. Though, I have broken that promise several times over in the past few days. Several times in front of Ciel. Oh, so there's a reason behind it. I won't pry, but as for what you said about me returning the favor directly, Ciel looks up at me timidly. What the hell is wrong with me? Doesn't matter how strong she is. There are things I should and shouldn't joke about. I'm sorry. I know, I crossed a line. Argument could be made that I'm the same as any other guy, but regardless, it was inappropriate of me to ask for that as a replacement for her homemade lunch. Do whatever I can to be chill about this, so if you can find it in you to overlook it this once. Earnestly and humbly, I bow an apology. I see. I have heard about how out adolescent boys can be. So I understand what you're trying to say. I know that you have certain animal instincts. Ouch, hurts to hear you say it like it's in my blood. Of course. Anyway, I understand that you lost control for a moment, but why? If you're feeling sexual urges, I think Miss Noelle will be the likelier target.
Aw.
Have you seen yourself in the mirror? You're nothing short of a 10, I promise. I don't get her at all. Seems like she doesn't get just how much of a killer she is, literally, in the other sense of the word. Listen, I know I'm not supposed to talk about this stuff at school, but I can't hold it in anymore. You're absolutely gorgeous, and you looked incredible when you were fighting Flove. You were so dashing. Dashing? Yes, you were already heroic in the catacombs, but you took it to a whole nother level with that armor on. You couldn't even conceal your athleticism in that blizzard, never giving Vlove so much as an inch. All I could do was watch from the sidelines anyway, but you were so brave I couldn't keep my eyes off you. It was unreal how wielded that heavy-looking gun and ridiculously large sword with your slender frame. But more than anything, you looked so vulnerable when your armor came off, and I just lost it. I thought to myself, how can someone so perfect exist in this world? Even thinking back on it now, I still can't believe it. Although I do my damnedest not to get worked up, thinking about the battle in that frozen hellscape is enough to get me heated. My chest actually starts to twinge. It's frustrating that I can't quite put my finger on the source of the pain. If only I could properly describe it, maybe I could speak more openly about my feelings. Anyway, that's all. I just wanted you to know how great you are. yeah, it does. Good grief.
After that whole fucking speech.
He was like, sorry, I don't know what came over me. Good grief. I don't know if I can believe all that. But since it's coming from you, I'll accept about 10% of it. Though the last part didn't really sound like a compliment to me. It was a compliment. I just couldn't find the right words to express myself because you were so far out of my league. Like somebody I could only ever dream of. Do you not see that yourself, Ciel? Not really. I don't think much of myself. Not particularly interested in who I am or what I do. Ciel speaks with an apologetic tone. I'm sorry. Truth be told, I guess I don't much like myself. Ciel. But thank you. I didn't know I could feel so happy to receive a compliment. Or so embarrassed. A genuine smile appears on her face. Then she drops her gaze and falls silent. Well, it's not that I have anything else to add. After a few minutes of silence, Ciel abruptly looks at me. On a different note, Tono. Yes? Her sudden shift in mood makes me sit right up and meet her eyes. It's obvious that she wants to talk about something important. Are we going to go ahead of schedule and talk about what happened? No. I'd like my curry bread, please. Of course. That's what you were thinking? I thought you said you couldn't be proud with food. And I can't, but you did promise. You're not going back on your word, are you? I seem to have underestimated her passion for her greatest vice. For Ciel, the curry bread transaction was serious business. Alright, I've been planning to anyway, so here. Please accept my humble offering, Lady General. And so I pay up. Alright. She takes it from me with a squeal of delight. It's like watching a child with a treat. Now let me make you some after-lunch tea. Don't worry, I can tell that you want black tea, not green. I'll even throw in some snacks too. Well, as long as she's happy, I won't complain. One piece of curry bread is a small price to pay for that smile.
A small price to pay for salvation?
Yes. Soon after, lunch ends. We didn't end up talking about anything important. Ciel wouldn't budge on waiting until after school to discuss the matter at hand. Wait a minute. Okay. She told me she'll go back to class after cleaning up the tea ceremony room. Though I was reluctant to leave, I'd only get in the way if I stayed. Put myself together and head to my classroom. And school comes to an end. Ciel and Miss Noel. Those are my two choices. Don't have any more time to mull it over. Yeah. I go to the tea ceremony room. Though I am a little curious.
Tea ceremony room.
Yes. Though I am a little curious on what the other option would, or on what Noel's interaction would be, so I might look at that myself. Anyway, go to the tea ceremony room. I gotta go meet Ciel. Miss Noel, there's no guarantee she'll give me any straight answers, or even take me seriously. Why are they still here? There's no resting easy until I know the answer. Ciel is the only one in the tea ceremony room. Naturally, Miss Noel is nowhere to be seen. Welcome, Tono. I appreciate you containing yourself until the end of the day. Ciel greets me with her usual smile. Go ahead, have a seat. We have a lot to talk about, so please get comfortable. At Ciel's prompting, I sit down on the tatami. I consider sitting cross-legged, but since Ciel's sitting on her knees, I decide to do the same. Before I get into my explanation, I have a question for you. Why were you in the catacombs? Could you tell me what you've been doing over the past few days? Though her voice is gentle, carries a weight that compels me to speak. Come to think of it, never told her how I got into all this. There hasn't been a time for it until now. I dig through my memories and explain everything that's happened up to now. Ciel listens quietly to my story. Tell her about my chance meeting with Arcoid, about the vampires that have infiltrated this town, about the tragedy at the hotel, and Arcoid getting hurt protected me, and about how I defied Arcoid's plans and went to the department store alone. So that's what brought you down there. Good grief. Can't believe you went in there on your own. Me too. Looking back, I don't know what came over me. I can only imagine you felt you had no other choice. So, what happened after that? I went back to Arcoid's place and suggested we all team up to defeat Vlove, but she flat out rejected the idea, saying she didn't want to, saying it was pointless. Thinking back on how cold-hearted she was in that moment still makes me angry. I see. She refused, didn't she? I expect nothing better from a vampire. So instead, you showed up by yourself, despite all those warnings I gave you. Again, sorry about that. Wasn't doing it on purpose, I just... once again, this looks like a rant Sona. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad that the true ancestor acted exactly as I predicted. I mean, I have plenty to say about your reckless behavior, though I have to wait for another time. Right. Well, don't be too hard on me, please. So after that, everything happened as I saw it, right? You showed up there thinking you could defeat the dead Apostle Vlove on your own and helped us. An incredibly foolish decision, but you did what you thought was right. No, that's not quite right. No? How do I explain this? Arcoid and I made a deal, and she agreed to help fight Vlove. I only managed to get to the crater at all because she brought me there. Wouldn't have even made it past the barricades on my own. She called things off when she saw Ciel and we parted ways there. Bless you. But in the end, Arcoid came through for us. Not just us, but the entire city. Actually, Arcoid did help us take down Vlove. She promised me she'd help, and she kept her word. Arcoid made a promise with a human. Ciel's eyes widen in surprise. Judging by her reaction, it seems that she knows Archwade. Have the two of you met before? Kinda seems like you're old enemies or something. We are acquainted, but I've never spoken to her before. She is very well known within the church. The atmosphere feels just a bit more awkward. I noticed that Ciel didn't deny being enemies of Archwade. Anyway, I think I see how events unfolded. Most of it was as I expected. So you were working with her to defeat the vampire that had made its lair in this town? Yeah, it's a long and crazy story. She actually threatened to kill me at one point. Looking back, I don't think things could have gone any other way. Unbelievable. Tono, are you really going to trust a vampire to tell the truth? What do you mean? How's she any different from you?
She told the truth thus far.
Yeah. How's she any different from you? You're both vampire hunters. You're just one of the church's execute. Ciel puts her finger on my lips to shush me. You're not talking about me. The problem here is with you. Me? How? You really don't see it, do you? Ciel's shoulders slump as she sighs hopelessly. For anything else, Archwade Brunstad is a vampire. She may be a different kind than Vlove, but still incredibly dangerous for her to be among humans at all. True ancestors see humanity as nothing more than pests infesting their garden. This time, her goals have to align with ours, so she may have seemed cooperative, but if she were to turn on us, she would pose a far greater threat than Vlove ever could. I find myself unable to fully agree with Ciel. She's right to some extent. There's no ignoring that Archwade is inhuman. But if it's so, I just can't think of her as evil. Although I'm sure you don't need reminding of any of this. After all, you've already experienced her brutality firsthand. Her brutality? What do you mean? You said she threatened you, didn't you? Being alone with a true ancestor must have been like having a noose around your neck. I'm sorry you had to go through that, she adds. Sure, there were a few times that I felt a chill run down my spine, but that's all over. Now that Vlove is gone, I won't be involved with Archwade anymore. That's right. Won't ever get to hear another one of her ridiculously selfish requests. Sorry. I'd like to confirm a few more things with you. How much did she tell you? How much? Is it just that there is a vampire preying on the people of the city and she came here in pursuit of it? So she never mentioned anything about herself personally, or about the enemy she's after? Not in so many words, no? Interesting.
Or in any words for that matter.
Yeah. Interesting. That's a clever move on her part. I suppose it's also in her interest not to get anyone else involved. A little late for me, all things considered. Which is why I want to stop being treated like a bystander. I'm part of this as much as anyone. Well, I think all that should be fine. I think all that should be fine. Vlove has been dealt with anyways. Let's move on to the real issue at hand. So you must have wondered why we're still in town. Oh, right. Ciel and Noelle were supposed to leave once Vlove had been taken care of. So I was told, so why are they still here? In short, we still have some cleanup work to do. I'm sure you know this, but dead apostles suck the blood of humans and turn them into their minions. Dead apostles above rank 3 retain the ability to act on their own even after their sire dies. They'll pretend to be human and continue to attack people. So although we've defeated their master, we still have to take care of them. It takes a long time for a city infested by vampires to return to its original state. I see. Vlove may be dead, but that doesn't mean all of his minions died with him. So Ciel has stayed to patrol the town and get rid of any remaining vampires. That's why I'm still around. This is a slow and steady process. It's not the kind of thing that can be wrapped up in a day or two. Besides, I'm a student here. Even after this job is done, unless there's something urgent, I'm not going to leave town. You're not going to leave? Really? That's right. Unless there's a pressing reason to. Although my graduation is coming up, so I suppose that's a hard deadline. My temperature spikes from the joy bursting in my chest. She's staying at school. Now that I know that, I couldn't care less about everything else. The vampire thing is still an issue, but right now I'm just happy I get to keep seeing Ciel. But there's still a mountain of work to do. I have to conduct a thorough check of the catacombs. They may be buried now, but a structure that massive isn't something you just ignore. Those have taken years to build, maybe even decades. She shrugs her shoulders as if to say good grief. She is saying good grief a lot today.
Yada yada.
Yeah, does it?
Yada yada does it.
She's right. The size of the underground complex was unreal. Even now, I have a hard time believing a place like that existed beneath our city. And then there's that central chamber. What on earth was it originally built for? Oh, that reminds me. Why were you lying on that altar in the chamber? Did you slip up and get caught? Of course not. It was an act. That altar was used for special sacrifices. The plan was to get caught by the zombies and pretend to be unconscious until night, when their master would awaken. So, I guess I got in the way, huh? I shrivel up and give a timid apology. You did. Imagine my surprise when you burst in. Please never do anything like that again. You have to put your own life first before any lives you think you can save. Got it, Tono? I hang my head, accepting the well-deserved scolding. What even came over me back there anyway? Normally I'm not one to act impulsively. I guess the craziness of the situation must have gotten to me. Though I have to say, that was rather cruel on Orkoid's part. She's the one who told you where the dead apostle's lair was, correct? Not only that, she pushed you into fighting Vlove head-on. Anyone would think she was trying to get you killed. Oh? Head comes up at that. Ciel seems to have misunderstood what happened to Orkoid. She's visibly getting worked up over it. Who's with the shift? Fortunately, we managed to beat Vlove, so all's well that ends well. But if she's got a conceptual weapon capable of killing an ancestor, it's only fair that she fights him herself. She put you in entirely unnecessary danger. I wish I could go back in time just to yell at her. And you too, Tono. Just because you have a weapon capable of killing vampires. What were you thinking going into battle with nothing but that? Was she blackmailing you or something? That's not exactly. How do I explain my way out of this one? Can't just casually say I owed Orkoid for killing her, even though I did have the guts to admit to committing murder. Are you listening to me, Tono? You better not be spacing out right now. Yes, I'm listening. But what do you mean, a weapon capable of killing vampires? I typed a last-minute course correction. What? Talking about that knife you have. Looks my desperate question worked. My knife is a vampire-killing weapon? Well, obviously. Oh, I see. Of course she wouldn't have told you that. It would put her at a disadvantage. Let's see. Vampires will automatically regenerate when injured. The extent of their regenerative abilities varies. This is a trait common to all vampires, to all dead apostles with no exceptions. Which is why ordinary weapons are ineffective against them. Their wounds just close right back up. Heavy artillery might stand a chance, but your knife certainly wouldn't. Unless that knife is imbued with special powers. Special powers. Yes, to vanquish a vampire, you either need to outpace their regenerative abilities, or disable them altogether. Their curse of restoration, that is, their regenerative ability, doesn't technically cure a vampire's wounds, but rather reverses time at the damaged site to return it to its original state. The mystics used to neutralize this curse are called conceptual weapons. Conceptual weapons? Does that mean, like, turning some kind of idea into a weapon? Yes, that's exactly it. Well done! You might think of them as magical weapons. There are more effective methods of dealing with vampires that used to be human, so they're reserved for vampires that were never human to begin with. More like an ace in the hole than anything. I think your knife is one of those, Tono. That true ancestor gave it to you to use against dead apostles? Actually, I've had it for a while. My father left it to me, supposedly. Oh, perhaps I was mistaken then. So it's a Tono family heirloom. Families with long histories often pass down protective talismans through the generations, and old Japanese houses tend to be particularly connected to ancient times. No, wait a moment. That wouldn't make sense. If anything, a Tono family relic should strengthen the supernatural rather than repelling it. Shio continues mumbling to herself. She doesn't seem to have a clue about my eyes. Bringing up the lines of death now would only complicate matters further, so I keep that to myself. Besides, something else has caught my attention. So you've heard of the Tono family? Somewhat. All I really know is that the Tono line goes way back. I am an agent of the church after all. I'm capable of doing my own research. You'd be amazed how many rich families have powerful artifacts just lying in their basement, without any idea of their true worth. You inherited that knife from your father, correct? It's probably something similar. Were you gonna say something, Johnny?
No.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm at work.
Oh, okay. Simply nod along with Shio's explanation. But I hope she's right. I thought it was a crappy excuse for an inheritance when I first got it, but it's some kind of special artifact. Maybe the old man cared for me more than I thought. Sorry, I seem to have gotten a little sidetracked. That's about it from me. What about you, Tono? How has your recovery been? Me? Well, my body still aches all over, but I'm not doing too bad. The weird thing is that the wound in my shoulder. You know, the one I got from Vlove. It's really deep, but it's already healed up. That'll be my doing. Sorry, I healed you without asking. I hope that doesn't bother you. No way, do me a huge favor. Feel free to do it any time. Alright. Hopefully that was the last time it will be necessary, but I am glad to hear you say that. No, I'm the one who's glad. Not only did she heal me, she has to be concerned about how I've been. And as she says, that was the last time. The weight of what that signifies finally settles in. It's all over. Vlove is gone, and Ciel is still here. We'll never have to deal with vampires again. Well, I think that does it. Leave everything else to me. You can go back to being a normal student now. Right. I'll think of it all as a bad dream. Just knowing that you'll be here puts my mind at ease. Oh, but when this is all over, I'll erase your memories. Does that mean she's going to wipe my memory now? Ciel? Yes? What is it? You want to keep all this vampire stuff a secret, right? So, are you going to erase all my memories after all? Oh, do you want me to? Like hell I do! I mean, please don't! No, I never want to forget Ciel. I'll do anything to keep my memories. Placing both hands on the floor, I'm prepared to go into a deep bow in a vain attempt to change her mind. But just as I'm about to start begging, I won't. Actually, I can't. Erasing just one day of your memory won't make a difference at this point. You can tell from our conversation that you can't be trusted, or that you can be trusted, so I won't erase your memories. It's too risky anyway. But I have a request to make of you. Please, don't tell anyone a thing about Vlove, Miss Noelle, or me. And most importantly, absolutely, do not ever do anything that dangerous again. Ciel bows her head. That single act contains more sincerity than any of my desperate pleas. Are you telling me not to go chasing vampires anymore? Yes. You don't like scary things, don't you? Well, no, but what if... I don't think I could bring myself to run away if I found one of Vlove's remaining minions attacking someone. No, I'll do my best. I won't deliberately put myself in danger. Ciel smiles in approval and stands up. Guess this means that we really are done. Ciel slides the door open, prompting me to leave the room as if freeing me from a nightmare. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow. Yes, see you at school tomorrow. And don't worry, you can count on me to make sure that things go back to normal. Ciel puffs out her chest with pride. Her smile only confirms my feelings. Seeing her smile brings me more joy than I've ever known, even beyond the fact that I have fallen for her. Still have questions, still want to know more, but for now, this is more than enough. The sun is setting, and I have lost nothing. The day I spent thinking about Ciel ends with the smile I so wanted to see. By the way, what happened if I did tell someone your secrets?
You die.
Oh, it'd be just like you imagined it, Tono. You'll hate the pain even more. She compliments her terrifying answer with a bright smile. Message received. I better not tell anyone she's an executor, no matter who asks. I make my way home. There's nothing else to do at school and nowhere else around in town to go. Might as well go back to the mansion on time for once and put Akiha at ease. Oh! Hi, Hisui. Welcome home, Master Shiki. Hisui is standing at the entrance. Her timing is too perfect for this to be a coincidence. Were you out here waiting for me to get home? Yes. It is a servant's duty to greet their master. Hisui says this without batting an eye, like it's the most natural thing in the world. Well, it's nice to be greeted for sure, but you don't need to wait outside for me. Come home whenever I feel like it, so you can just say hi whenever you notice I'm back. Hisui's expression darkens just a little bit. What if she was waiting for me just like this all throughout Friday and Saturday? Understood. Starting tomorrow, I shall await your return in the lobby. Hisui bows her head and opens the front door. Sorry. And thanks, Hisui. I feel bad all over again for my actions during the past few days. With gratitude in my heart, I walk into the mansion, just as the sun is on the point of setting. Please take a seat in the parlor, Master Shiki. I will bring your belongings to your room. No need, I'm going straight there. I'll come down to the parlor after I change. Where are Kohaku and Akiha? My sister's in the kitchen preparing dinner. I just received a message from Mistress Akiha a short time ago. She said she will be returning in about 30 minutes. Got it. Oh, got it. Then I'll see you in 30. Since you were waiting outside for me all the time, you should give yourself a break. That's an order, alright? As you command. I will come fetch you when it is time, so please, get some rest. With a bow, Hisui sets off down the hall, leading to the west wing. And recall that's where her room is. She's probably heading there to put her feet up. Right, I guess I'll do the same. I go up the lobby's main stairs, taking the sight of the glorious chandelier out of the corner of my eye, as I head to my room at the end of the second floor of the west wing. What are you doing here?
God, what the fuck?
What the hell?
Oh, welcome home. No. What?
Arcu, a jump scare.
Yeah, literally. Sitting on my bed, swinging her legs is a surprise even greater than running into Ciel this morning. What are you eyeing about? You look so surprised. Are you that happy to see me? The hell, you! Her unreasonably blithe disposition jolts my senses back to life. I hastily lock my door, drop my bag, and rush to my bed. How many times do you have to scare the crap out of me until you're satisfied? And why are you even out and about while the sun is still— Whoa! Gotcha! Yep, having the real thing is so much better than just using my imagination. What does she mean by that?
I have no idea.
Hey, let go! What on earth are you thinking? She doesn't even give me a chance to object.
Part of me's too afraid to ask, honestly.
Yeah. As soon as I draw within reach, Arcade grabs my arm and pulls me down onto my bed. Isn't it obvious? I've been thinking about you, Shiki. That's why I'm here. Isn't that strange? It's almost like I'm a human. Is that strange? I mean, the fact that Arcade is thinking of me is definitely pretty strange. Just get off of me. What would I say if someone saw us like this? Hey, it's called personal space for a reason. Too close, too close. Not only does she refuse to let go, she has me face to face with her, locked in a tight embrace. I use both hands to push Arcade off and jump out of bed. I always have to be so rough. The big cat on my bed pouts, then stands up in a huff. I haven't seen you for a whole day. How have you been, Shiki? This is no dream, no illusion. Arcade stands before me in the flesh, her power to captivate, pure and plain in the golden sun. God, you. I'm overcome by the urge to yell at her, but the words don't come. I know it's crazy, but I'm ecstatic to see her again. No, wait. You're not fooling me. I know how this goes. Why are you here? I figured you'd be done with me now that Flove is dead. I guess. But I'm in a good mood, so I felt like sucking your blood. What? She came here to suck my blood? What's she saying? Look at your face. I was joking. I just wanted to see your eyes go wide. Beaming happily, Arcade surveys my room with deep interest. She looks like a model, strutting about gracefully as if the place belonged to her. Hold on. I don't think I understand. You really came here just to bug me? Never knew vampires had so much time on their hands. Yeah, that's half the reason at least. I happened upon your scent while I was out for a walk, so I dropped what I was doing and came here. I'm sure whatever—
Where is she, a bloodhound?
Basically. Sure, whatever errand she was on has turned into a dumpster fire, too. Anyone who ever got stood up by this temperamental princess has my sympathy. But anyway, what happened to you leaving after you got rid of your enemy? Actually, never mind. You need to hurry up and get out of here before Akiha sees you. Oh, so you're not interested in the other half of the reason I'm here. Like you said, I was supposed to have left already. Don't you think it's strange that I'm still around? Well, I guess it wouldn't be like Arcade to stay in town on a whim. She acts all carefree and impulsive, but she is a rational being at her core. The fact she hasn't left must mean that there are vampires she still needs to take care of. Are you hunting down Flove's remaining minions too? Yep, taking out the last of the lower-ranking dead apostles in town. It's got nothing to do with Flove, though. Got nothing to do with Flove? I ought to ask her what she means when— Master Shiki, I heard a strange noise coming from your room. Is everything alright? Hisui is at the door. Did she hear us talking? Oh, shit, this is even worse than Flove. Get out of here, please. Just fly away like you hopped up that building, and don't let anyone see you. Oh, is that someone who lives here? What a lovely opportunity. I want to go and introduce myself. Don't be stupid. Someone's going to get killed. Probably me. Probably by Akiha. Master Shiki? Not to impose, but might I open the door? No, 1 second. I'm changing in here. I am begging you, Arcade, just go. I'll make it up to you later. And how about you meet me at 10 tonight, in the park south of the station? Sure, fine, I will. Now get out of here. Alright, we have a deal. Thanks. See you there, Shiki. What? Suddenly amenable, Arcade moves to the window. Be careful. I don't like this house one bit. There's something foul in the water.
The water?
She must have come through the window on her way in, too. Leaving me with this mysterious warning. The vampire flies away like a pure white dove.
She transformed.
Here at the thing.
So, what'd you say, Johnny?
Was he transformed?
Oh, no.
No, that's just what he describes her as.
Yeah.
Oh. Sure. Vampires can transform into shit.
Yeah, but I don't think
I
she's
don't know
that
about white
kind.
doves, but
Yeah.
They definitely turn into stuff.
Yeah. Dinner ends without a hitch. Akiha came home
headcanon.
just...
She could turn into birds.
Yeah, new headcanon, yeah.
Probably.
Akiha came home just before 7 in an uncharacteristically good mood. After dinner, we moved to the parlor for tea. 2 more hours until I agreed to meet Archwade. That's all I can think about, but there's no point getting worked up about it. I'll sneak out after bedtime. For now, I need to keep my cool and pass the time without raising any suspicions. For the Darjeeling, I think you'll like the first flush more than the second. The flavor and fragrance are milder, so it would leave an aftertaste. Oh shoot, Johnny can't read and Edwin's not here, so
Who's that?
what? Presumably still at work? Yeah, Edwin usually takes over as Akiha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How do I British?
How do you British?
How do I British?
Bottle water.
Bottle of water. Sure, let's go.
Bottle water, mate.
The first flush might
Cheers,
be
Mom.
more No, that sounds more Scottish.
The first flush might be more to Shiki's taste.
The first flush might be more to Shiki's
I agree.
taste. I agree. And before this... It's because I try to talk fast and that it either becomes Scottish or Southern.
Yeah.
I prefer the second flush myself, but there's no harm in indulging him from time to time. But if we are accounting for personal taste, would Japanese tea not be the better choice? I seem to recall you and Shiki prefer green tea. Well, whilst Hisui and I are partial to black. No, Hisui isn't particular about tea. She may look fussy, but in truth she's my dear sister. She's exactly how she looks. A picture-perfect maid who isn't picky about a thing. You know, when it comes to things like cleaning or sewing, there's nothing she can't do. Kwaku abruptly changes the subject to Hisui, despite her not even being a part of the conversation. Wait, why are we talking about Hisui now? What happened to the tea? Because you and Hisui are one and the same. You've seen firsthand how fussy she can be, haven't you? No, she looks sad. I glance at Hisui out of the corner of my eye. She seems strangely tense. I don't think she's fussy. More like dutiful, maybe? When I screw something up, she takes care of it right away. She notices things about my health that I don't even realize myself. And like a certain someone, she doesn't get mad at me when I come home late. So if anything, I just realized what he said in front of Akiha. So if anything, I'd say she's kind and considerate. I believe it is only right to punish a student who is unable to respect curfew. Am I wrong? No, of course not. But come on, 8 o'clock is way too early. Come on, child, let me stay out until 10 at least. Absolutely not. You have no reason to be out so late. I know very well that you do not participate in any extracurricular activities. There's no arguing against that. The only reason for someone like me would have to stay out with a few responsibilities would be to goof off. But coffee was not what we are discussing. I'm pleased to see that you've reflected on your undisciplined lifestyle and decided to come home early today. But I'm curious what comes next. You've been distracted all evening. Is there something on your mind? Plans for later tonight. Plans for later tonight, perhaps. I almost shift my gaze, but I regain control just in time to avoid looking suspicious. Akiha's intuition is incredible. She timed her question perfectly, too. Would have cut right through the old me. I'd be in 100 pieces on the floor right now. But for all I've been through, battling the vampire, being reunited with Ciel, getting ambushed by Arcoid, I won't be caught off guard so easily. Plan after this is taking a bath. Does you want to go first? It's fine with me, but oh, right. This is two baths, doesn't it? Yours is in the East Wing. Yes, what of it? Well, the East Wing one is bigger. Wouldn't mind using that from time to time. Well, if that's the case, please let Hisui know. I'm sure she can schedule you an appropriate time. Boom, a perfect counter. Trying hard to appear unfazed, Akia awkwardly looks to the side. Oh yeah, all this talk of baths reminds me. Is everything alright with the mansion's plumbing? Nowhere that's foul? Arcoid's comment about the water has been stuck in my head. Foul? Not that I am aware of. Could something be amiss with the stream in the garden? Have you noticed anything, Kohaku? There's nothing out of the ordinary as far as I know. Ah, perhaps Shiki is referring to the old underground aqueducts. They haven't been properly maintained for many years, so dirty water may accumulate there during heavy rainfall. Seems to be all they know. Could these aqueducts be what Arcoid was referring to? I see. Father was always real hesitant to do any work on the mansion, so these kinds of issues are bound to come up. I also want to take a look after I've resolved with my current business. That wraps up the aqueduct discussion, and we go back to talking about nothing. Our tea party ends up going past 8, only coming to a close when I excuse myself to take a bath. Good night, Master Shiki. Yeah. Good night, Hisui. Turn off the lights and lie down in bed. It's a little less than an hour until I'm supposed to meet Arcoid. The park we're meeting at is the largest in the area. It's located past the shopping district, on the opposite side of the station. It'll take me 30 minutes to get there on foot from the Tono mansion. What is it that she wants from me? She's probably still in town for the same reason Ciel and Noel are. Their hunt isn't over until Vlo's surviving minions have been exterminated. Even so, one question remains. Why? It's part of the job for Ciel and Noel. What does Arcoid stand to gain? She didn't seem to be interested in defeating her enemy. Didn't think she'd stick around to clean up, but here she is. Still, whatever her motive, she did protect this town. That was a cheap move. No way I can ignore her after that. Still not sure how dangerous she is, but I'm more than certain she isn't a bad person. Vampire or not, I've never seen a smile as beautiful as hers. The lights inside the mansion start to turn off as 10 o'clock approaches. It's about time to go. I pocket my knife just in case and leave my room. There's no sign of anyone at the park. This side of the station is Soya's office district, so there are no local residents out for a stroll or young people on their way home from a night out. At 10 o'clock at night, it's all but deserted. And there, in this empty public park, stands a pure white figure looking entirely out of place. Oh, you're here! Good evening, Shiki. You're right on time. There's that smile. Berating myself for almost letting it enchant me, I glare sharply at Arcoid. She ambushed me in my own room, and only barely escaped undetected. What would I do if the little respect I command at home vanished to nothing? Hey, listen to this. There's a couple sitting at the bench just a bit ago, talking about all sorts of funny things. The man asked the woman if she wanted anything for her birthday. Hang on, something I want to tell you first. I am angry at you, you know. Not gonna talk to you until you give me a proper apology. Angry? Why? Of course you don't get it. That's fine, I don't expect you to have much common sense. Guess it's just how vampires are. If you're going to insist on being around me, I'm warning you now that I can't stand it. It's like I'm training a wild animal. I'm not sure I like how you said that. Didn't do anything to cause you trouble. Oh yeah, what do you call sneaking into my room? I don't care if you wanted to see me trespassing. Wait, what?
What do you call trespassing into his room? A friendly visit.
Friendly visit, yeah. I don't care if you wanted to see me, trespassing is a crime in human society. Much less breaking into a second-floor room through someone's window. Good grief. You are lucky no one saw you. But what was your plan if someone had? Don't tell me you were going to handle it with brute force. How rude. I would never do something so barbaric. First of all, I wouldn't be that sloppy. I broke the security cameras beforehand. And if I had run into someone, I'd just knock them unconscious. You broke the cameras. That's exactly what I meant by brute force, you imbecile. Imbecile?
Damn.
Oh, so you think I'm stupid now? I'm calling a spade a spade! If you got a problem with that, let's hear it! Huh? Wait, what? Why are you acting like this? I just wanted to see you, Shiki. I don't think I did anything that bad. He still doesn't see what I did wrong. I'm too dumbfounded to even speak. Okay, I get it. Maybe breaking those cameras was a teensy bit too far. You're saying I should have done the proper human thing and gone in through the entrance, right? I'll do that next time. It's not like I actually need to be invited in before I can. Wait, hold on. Where are you going? I'm not done! Whoops. Unbeknownst to me, my feet had started walking me home. My instincts have just detected a slew of red flags in Arcoid's words. But it's not like I could outrun her before I march right back. Sorry, I was lost in thought and my feet started moving on their own. Also, if you really do show up at my front door, I am cutting all ties with you. Consider yourself warned. Am I even allowed to go in through the entrance? What am I supposed to do then? You're trying to tell me to stay away from you? That's not what I'm saying. You came in too hot this time is all. I need you to follow the proper procedures. And seeing as you stand out whenever you go, you might want to show some restraint. If you want to invite someone to the Tono Mansion, I'd have to introduce them to Akio first. Once she's gotten to know them, they could come over anytime. Or at least that's what I'm trying to explain to Arcoid. But she's just glaring at me indignantly like an angry cat. Why does everything have to be on your terms? It's not quite fair. And what makes me stand out so much? I look like any other regular human, don't I? Listen, it doesn't matter if you look like one of us or not. The fact is, you're beautiful and that makes you stand out. I replied to her frankly. Speaking of looking like a cat. Maybe because I gave her a straight answer, but Arcoid readily accepts it. Well, I might have gone a bit too far myself. Anyway, just please, don't do anything that crazy again. My heart can't take it. Alright, I understand. I don't want you to die from a heart attack, so I'll be on my best behavior. Arcoid nods meekly. Would you look at that? She actually listened to me. Actually, seeing her all sad and helpless like this makes me realize she's not so different from an ordinary human girl. Anyway, let's refocus. Why did you come to my house? I thought you were done with me. Why? Because I got vampires to look for, of course. Did you say you'd help me? So that's it, huh? Flove is dead, but some of his minions survived. Why the change of heart, though? Thought he was the one you were after. Huh? Oh, I wasn't even after Flove. I'm looking for another vampire entirely. The one that's made Slayer in this town. Oh. Another vampire entirely? Wait, what does that mean? It means exactly what it sounds like. Jeez, I guess you've been too angry to pay attention. Sure, Flo was a vampire, but did he drink human blood? Of course he did! I saw it with my own eyes! Burning people to ash! I mean, he did though. He did drink several people's blood.
Yes, he did.
So that's it. How did I not notice something so obvious? The bodies left behind by the serial killer had been drained of blood, but they were otherwise unscathed. But Vlov was different. He burned his victims. He drank their blood too, but draining them was never his modus operandi. Come to think of it, the victims at the hotel weren't connected to the serial murders. They were treated as casualties of a fire. A gas leak, to be specific. Which means Vlov must have never had any connection to the serial murders to begin with. Hold up then, who's behind the serial murders? Who's responsible for those killings? Are these, okay. Like I said, that's the work of a different vampire. A dead apostle by the name of Roa. He's the type of vampire who will devour us silly slowly, over a period of years. What's more, his trademark ability is reincarnation, so he'll corrupt one place, then die and pop up somewhere else entirely. She doesn't even bother to hide her disdain. The intensity in her voice sends a chill up my spine. Reincarnation, as in dying and being reborn? Buddhists call this concept samsara, I believe. When someone dies, they are reborn into another life, and thus their soul lives on forever. Right, he's an immortal being that uses humans to ensure that he'll be reincarnated if slain. But reincarnation is not part of the Holy Church's dogma, so they refuse to recognize his existence. I came to the city to kill Roa. The reason why Vlov came. Now, I'm not so sure. Thought he was just an ancestor who came after me for glory, but I don't think he had the mental capacity for that. And I doubt he was working with other dead apostles. But enough about him, he's dead anyway. At any rate, Vlov and Roa are two different vampires. Roa is the one who's trying to turn this town into a necropolis. Vlov is just an unrelated third party. Never said I was after Vlov, did I? Vlov might have had his sights on me. My target has always been the vampire you humans call the Soya Slasher. Shiki, I hate to say it, but you did. But did you get your wires crossed there? Yeah. Guess I misunderstood. Although, to be honest, in his position, I think everyone would have made the same mistake.
Probably.
Yeah. Realizing my mistake, I awkwardly look away from Markoid. She said her goal was to kill the vampire, which I just assumed was Vlov. So risking my life against Vlov was all for nothing? Not at all. Vlov was a threat to the city, and you dealt with him where I couldn't. So stop frowning and show some confidence already. You were amazing back there, Shiki. I couldn't take my eyes off of you. I've never felt that way before. Which is all the more reason I couldn't stand having to look at her at the same time. What an eyesore. Wow, I'm actually a little moved. Didn't expect to be cheered up by Arquaid. She's right though. None of that was pointless. Whoever Vlov was, he was a calamity that had to be stopped. By doing that, even I, whose sole talent is killing, managed to make myself useful. Wait, hold on. Doesn't that mean we've done nothing to solve the murders? If that Troa vampire is still alive, then we're back at square one. Don't worry, it's no more danger. He won't be a problem anymore. All that's left is tying up a few loose ends. He won't be a problem anymore? You mean, she's saying what I think she's saying? Yes, I have already gotten rid of Roa. Really? It's all thanks to you. You saved me from wasting all my energy on Vlov, which made tracking down and killing Roa a cinch. What? Arquaid reports matter-of-factly that the incident has been resolved. Whoops. Well, I guess I should say thanks. Seeing you saved my hometown and all, but... A sense of terror washes over me. My heart pounds against my ribcage. But killing Roa didn't stop his underlings. It's that whole parent-child relationship we talked about before. Most of the minions he created will turn back to corpses, but some seem to have become fully fledged vampires. So, Shiki, Arkwood calls my name sweetly. I see what this is. I know what she wants now. The reason Arkwood called me out of here is... I used up all my...
Give me your money!
Yeah. Shiki, I'm broke. You... oh, I actually turned on auto. Hold on. I see what this is. Know what she wants now. Yeah, here we go. I used up all my strength taking Roa down. I'm exhausted. So it'd be wonderful if somebody would be willing to help me with the last few vampires. I knew it. I'm grateful to Arkwood for all she's done. And I can't let the vampires still lurking about have free reign. But I don't know if I can agree to this, no matter how pressing my sense of obligation. My fight with Vlo flashes through my mind. The terror I felt still lingers in my bones, enough to send a chill up my spine. I've gone back to my everyday life. Don't get involved with vampires anymore. I promise, Ciel. I see. It leaves me no choice but to use my trump card. Just help me beat Vlo, please. Sound familiar? Can't exactly argue that. Arkwood might have lost her composure when she saw Ciel, but she still pulled through and helped us in the end. If she hadn't held Vlo's blizzard at bay, the entire city would have been frozen over. Now, it's my turn to keep my end of the bargain. Okay, fine. I'm in. That's what you want, right? Want to get rid of the vampires too. Still scared as hell, but I'll do my best to help you. Great, that's perfect. I'm counting on you, Shiki. I can't wait to fight with you. An eager smile forms on Arkwood's face. I'm sure she's more than capable of handling this herself, but it's still nice to feel relied upon. The word vamp is also used to mean temptress of men, and it's easy to see why. This particular vamp didn't even need to remind me of my promise. Her smile alone would have convinced me. And that is why she is the funny vamp.
Ah. I understood that reference.
Yes. Now that Roa is dead, his minions would do one of two things. Realize the danger they're in and hide away in their lair. Or revel in their newfound freedom and take to the streets like they own the night. Let's go after the former tonight, the ones in hiding. For a plan of action decided, Arkwood leads me into the residential district. From what I've heard, the vampires roaming around freely would pose the greater threat. But the executors, Ciel and Noel, are likely to be on the case already. The vampires running around freely are probably more dangerous, but with her in town, I bet they were hunted down and disposed of yesterday. The next biggest threat are the ones lying dormant in human homes. They have the intelligence to recognize it's safer to group up, in case the enemy who defeated their sire shows up. After that are the ones who left the swarm and went into hiding as soon as they were set free. These are both dangerous and tough to handle. They have to be above rank 4 to have that level of adaptability and autonomy. It's only a matter of time until they form a new faction of their own. So we could end up with Vlo's catacombs all over again. Vlo had catacombs? Well, I didn't know about that. Yeah, it wouldn't be on the same scale as Roa's community. But they could get away with one victim in a month or so. Not with executors around though. So as long as they're in town, any higher ranking dead apostles will keep their bellies to the ground. That's why executors are such a nuisance. They're handy for killing zombies, but they make the more powerful dead apostles skittish. I see. From the vampire's perspective, Ciel and Noel are like the police. Their presence alone is enough to deter random acts of violence and organized criminal activity. At the end of the day, however, they only address the symptoms. To truly clean the streets is a much more painstaking task. So we're heading to one of those vampire hideouts? That's right. I don't have definitive proof, but you should be able to check for me. Anyway, Shiki, aren't you curious about where Rowan's coffin was? What a peculiar thing to bring up. Not particularly, so you already handled it and it's not like I'm planning to pay him a visit. Oh, really? I thought if I told you it was under your school, it might surprise you. Arcwood pouted disappointedly. Wait, what? You're damn right I'm surprised. Have we going to class on top of the head vampire's lair? Yep, you kind of flushed it well, but was I thorough and detailed? I mean, I found it. Why do you sound so unsure? Arcwood's explanation is all kinds of suspicious. But that aside, Roa's lair was underneath my school? Though Arcwood says she's taken care of it, it's impossible not to be shaken. Shiki, what's wrong? You look upset. It's just, if this head vampire was living under my school, maybe none of his victims were my fellow students. I don't think so. A vampire's coffin is their most secret hiding place, so they wouldn't feed nearby. So, okay. So much as a stray bloodstain would bring the executors running. I see. It'd be like committing a crime on your own doorstep. Yeah, exactly. Even a dead apostle knows not to track dirt into their home. They are so different from humans in that sense. That makes me feel a little better. Arcwood takes the lead with an easy stride. She's so relaxed, it's hard to believe she's on her way to a vampire's hideout. As for me, I feel nervous, but not scared. Has my victory against Flove just made me complacent? Or have I actually gotten a little braver? Whatever the case, I'm glad I'm not shaking, at least. Achha! Arcwood's sneeze pulled me out of my reverie. I wanted to ask if vampires can feel the cold, but then I recalled the fight with Flove. Of course they do! She may be tougher than a human, but I've seen her bleed. Not to mention in pain, more than once. No wonder you're cold. You're in a miniskirt. Here, put this on. I take my jacket off and offer it to Arcwood. Really? With pleasure. That does look nice. If Edward were here, he would be begging me to take a screenshot, or to send a screenshot to him.
Do preemptively.
Arcwood puts on my jacket and prances ahead, twirling in circles. Despite her sneeze, Arcwood is the picture of health, a flower in full bloom. I'm just gonna keep staring. If I'm not careful, I might just fall for her. Man, what's wrong with me? I've really got it that
Easy,
bad.
Shiki.
What?
Easy, Shiki.
Yeah, easy, Shiki. Shaking my head, I'd tear my eyes away from Arcwood. The quiet residential area is just on the other side of the train tracks. Can't afford to be getting distracted with the vampire hideout so close. Easy, Shiki, this is Ciel's route.
Yeah.
The hideout turns out to be right in the middle of the neighborhood. A typical 4-story apartment complex. Nothing out of the ordinary, quite simple in fact. There look to be 4 apartments per floor, with lights visible in most of their windows. Is this really it? That's what I need you to check. Take off your glasses and have a look around. Take off my glasses? Why? That way we'll know for sure. Can sense the presence of human and non-human beings. While you can see the difference between the living and the dead. The more ways we have to check for enemies, the better, right? Plus, I want to test how useful your eyes can be. Once we're working together properly, I'll need you to use them to scan the town. Arcwood's explanation makes sense. Plus, I'm the one who agreed to help, so there's no reason for me to decline. In the 7 years since I got these glasses, I never once walked the streets without them on. Looking at inanimate objects is enough to give me a headache, so it's not hard to imagine what seeing the lines on every passerby will do to me. But a few days ago, everything has changed. Now I know what hell looks like. After the horrors I saw underground, I can survive a headache or two. Alright, so what it takes to do the job. Look at the lines. The strain it puts on my brain instantly makes me nauseous. This place seems wrong. There's nothing unusual about the lines running across the buildings, but it feels somehow lifeless. Something unnatural about the cold glare of the interior lights. About the strangely concentrated lines of death scrawled across the woman entering through the door. I see. I was right then. Instead of going to the entrance of the apartment complex, Arkwright heads down the slope leading to the underground garage. The garage is guarded by a metal shutter. There's a barrier on the shutter that wards people off and masks sense. But ever since Roa's death, it's gotten weaker. Bending down, she places her hands under the shutter. Is she really going to pull the shutter up by... Shiki, can you cut this? Sure, but should I? Yes. This is your area of expertise. Besides, if I rip it open, it might set off an alarm. She does have a point. Arkwright is pretty good at keeping her cool under pressure. Cut along a line on the shutter. Metal meets concrete with a clatter. I know she said she was worried about setting off an alarm, but I think that loud noise would have informed anyone inside.
The sound would just...
yeah. Peer into the pitch black through the opening I just cut. Actually, falling asleep, what happened? A lot.
Good question.
Arkwright has recruited us against our will. Also, Shiki is, Ciel is still here despite saying that, she was going to leave after Vlo was defeated. And Arkwright wants him to help, take down the rest of, Roa's minions. Since he was also killed last time, as you may recall. Also, Shiki is being a little weird. I might as well acknowledge that. Anyway, who said this? God, it stinks in there!
What does that smell?
Yeah. A foul stench hits my nostrils. The garage reeks of rotting meat and rancid blood. Yep, here they come. See several squirming clusters of lines within. The sound of the shutter being sliced open seems to have caught their attention. Going by the lines, there are 5. Oh, is anyone here? No, he's still at work, presumably. Yeah, still in hell, as he put it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. As we said at the start, yeah, he's having to work on Valentine's Day. Yeah. Probably.
Those are dead bodies.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. There are 5 of them. It looks like they've noticed us. They're coming, Arkwright? I look back to see no trace of her. She must have vanished while I was busy cutting the shutter. Shit. And now I'm in a fight for my life with no way out. I can't back down. I can't even look back. The moment I take my eyes off them, I will become their prey. Red cracks splinter my vision. Like a shattered mirror, like a puzzle with its pieces scattered. The lines of death squirm into my eyeballs and etch themselves on my brain. I'm an idiot. I was so confident in myself I didn't even bother making the slightest semblance of a plan. And I am going to die for it. Right here, right now. That half-rotten corpse is going to squash my head like a block of tofu.
Mm.
I am an idiot. I let surviving the catacombs get to my head and forgot that I am just me. He's doing it. So now, with my patchwork humanity stripped away, all that's left is my true self, naked and bare.
Sorry.
My body moves before my mind can follow.
Naked and bare.
Naked and bare, yeah. Naked but not afraid.
Bears.
Naked bear.
I dismantle them without hesitation. It feels so familiar. The smell of blood. The flesh parting with no resistance. Oh. Yeah, I see what's going on here. Whoopsies.
Collateral damage.
In the midst of this carnage, A sight I once tried to forget floods my mind so vividly I can taste it. I resume breathing. A sharp headache snaps me out of dizziness. 1 minute has passed. 5 bodies worth of dismembered parts are littered around me like garbage. Oh, okay, never mind. What a sight. You're incredible when you get serious, Shiki. I'm sorry, I thought about naked bears again. Arcade. Blinking through my headache and delirium, I look back. Arcade reappears, making her way to me through the pool of blood. The scattered chunks of flesh turn to ash and vanish on the wind. The only thing left is a pool of blood.
Oh no.
Thick and dark like oil. That was reckless. Hurry up and get your glasses on. Look like you're about to collapse. Oh, right. Thanks. Put my glasses back on, stuff my knife into my pocket. The smell of blood is still making me queasy. My headache quickly subsides. God, I thought I was gonna die. Wait, hang on. This isn't what we agreed to. Why the hell did you run off? Oh, isn't this what working together is? Did you expect to do all the fighting while you sat back and did nothing? Well, no, but... unable to refute her logic. Getting involved with a vampire means diving headfirst into danger. It's my own fault for forgetting that. Okay, fine. I let my guard down. That much I'll admit. But warn me next time you plan to pull a vanishing act. Were you always this mean? Well, I won't lie, I did enjoy that. I wanted to see for myself just how powerful your mystic eyes are. So that's what you meant by testing my eyes. Alright then, princess, how did I do? Full marks! Your eyes are extraordinary, even by mystic eye standards. They're so rare, I'm not sure there's even a word for it. Oh, wonderful. I swear by my glasses this is the highest honor I have ever received. Punctuate my retort with a sigh. Even if she's paying me an honest compliment, it's hard to be happy about it. Being praised for my ability to kill people is like confirmation that I'm good for nothing else. But as weird as your eyes are, you're even weirder. For a moment I thought you were going to run away, but then you took out your knife and tore through every last zombie without a second thought. In that sense, maybe you're a little like me. But at the same time, I don't think I've ever met anyone more human. How strange. Not sure what emotion I hear in her words. Affection? Admiration? Compassion? Came out of nowhere and I can't find a fitting response. Oh no, is it gonna happen again? Hey, after I finish wiping out Roa's minions, will you come with me? I don't know why, but I really don't want to go alone. Arkway trots away a few steps and swings around to face me. I answer without thinking. Come with you? Where? Don't tell me you want to take me back to wherever you came from. Her sincerity goes over my head and my reply comes out sharp. Hey, what's with that look? Sure. I might not look it, but I am a princess. Wouldn't you like to be a prince? No. No thanks. That sounds like a ticking time bomb. Hey, that sounds like a really mean insult. Half-heartedly trying to quell Arkwaite's protests, take another look around the parking lot. There don't seem to be any more vampires around. If Roa was still alive, we probably would have been attacked by the entire apartment complex, but these were all that remained. The other inhabitants were probably the rank 1 and 2 low-level dead apostles that Ciel mentioned, mere corpses now that their sire is dead. I don't think there's anyone else here. Let's head outside. The smell of blood is getting to me. I call out to Arkwaite and we leave the garage. There's no telling for how many years these vampires have been festering in the darkness, but now the light is shining in. Outside, I fill my lungs with fresh air. Though this job is done, I don't feel much sense of accomplishment. The hunt for Roa's minions isn't over yet. And, more pressingly, what are we supposed to do about the rest of the apartment? What now, Arkwade? I don't see any more vampires, but there are other hideouts, right? And there could be more hiding inside. Should we take a look, just in case? Of course. I'll take care of that. Stand back a moment. Oh god. Arkwade turns back to the apartment complex and raises her left hand into the air. Then...
That's a horrifying sight.
Yeah. Alright!
Did she just...
Yes, she did! Huh? With a great rumbling, the apartment complex collapses in an instant, smushed like a cake by some gigantic unseen hand. Wasn't that awesome? It's not as rare as your eyes, but I do have a few tricks up my sleeve. Arkwade smiles proudly. I know, right? So, what do you think? I forgot you're a total moron! I grab Arkwade's hand and start running. The magnitude of her power doesn't surprise me. After all, she is strong enough to protect the whole town from a snowstorm. Just please have some common sense. Why are we running? Something left to be scared of. A noise like that is gonna bring out the whole neighborhood. Just think for once, you idiot! Oh, right, that does make sense. I guess I was a little careless. You can already hear people like yelling in the background. You knew this would happen.
My wife.
You knew this would happen and did it anyway. Things have taken an unnecessary turn for the worse. Finding the flow of people coming out to investigate the source of the noise, we run to the empty park. Alright, as the resident Type Moon expert, what do you think the excuse for that is gonna be? Or what's the cover-up, I mean?
What was it called? Fucking...
Landslide.
I don't think it'd be a landslide. I don't think landslide would work.
No. What's it called? Fucking...
Sinkhole or something?
Sinkhole, that's the word, yeah.
That's the word I was looking for.
I guess, yeah.
You know, sinkhole and, oh, would you look at that? The construction company, they didn't have it all up to code, so...
Construction.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, there you go.
I mean, the dialogue does talk about heavy machinery. But anyway. No heavy machinery or explosives precipitated this destruction. The building was crushed by a controlled natural phenomenon, by a minute adjustment to the laws of nature. Half in shock and half in rage, she listens to the collapse. The product of millennia of human advancement, a symbol of modern civilization, razed to the ground on a fleeting whim. I'm guessing this is someone else. Oh, okay, yeah, Ciel's perspective. Her habit flutters in the wind as she takes in the scene. The executor watches on from 20 meters above the ground. Her duty is the extermination of the dead apostles running rampant around town, but that has already been dealt with. She hunted down the last of the rank 4 dead apostles last night. Ciel! Yeah. All that remains is to find and destroy their sire's coffin and their feeding ground. Although, as of a few moments ago, the latter is no longer an issue. I got this photograph. Using her marble phantasm so freely. Just what is she thinking? She mutters to herself in frustration. The executor has long been observing Arkwade Brunstad in silence, but after what she has just witnessed, she can no longer contain her disdain. What is he doing here? Is she forcing him into this? Yes and no, is the answer. She turns her eyes to the young man running with Arkwade's hand in his. That only serves to confirm her irritation. Is it the vampire she resents, or is it the sight of the two of them together? The executor cannot tell. Once they vanish in the direction of the park, she shifts her attention back to the demolished apartment complex. I had my mouse on the other one, so there you go. Already a group of nearby residents have gathered at the scene, drawn by a commotion. Several police cars peel off from the main street in front of the station, heading here this way. Another unsolved mystery to add to the list. She's aura farming, as she always is. Will you be taking care of this incident, acting prelate? Oh, Mario's back. And anyone also is not here to voice him. The executor continues facing ahead, but her words are directed at the darkness behind her. The hell? Why didn't you say something if you knew I was here? Learn some fucking manners! A small whistle. What?
You need to emphasize every
the
curse
swears.
word.
Okay.
Yes. Every curse word needs to be a high pitch.
Alright.
Oh my god.
A small whistle of wind cuts through the air. Like the executor standing on her high perch, the voice belongs to another who lords over the skies. Only he needs no foothold. The 12-year-old acting prelate, Mario Gallo Bastido, perches behind the executor on thin air. Miss Noel has told me all about you. I don't believe any introductions will be necessary. You can say that again! I have read more than I care to about your career. There is nothing I don't already know about you. You're not the Yakuza one done from 05, little bro. Anyways, about this mess. My useless subordinates are on their way over, so feel free to clear the fuck out! No need to brainwash the peanut gallery. Looking back down, she sees a number of black cars arriving on the scene after police. That was very high-pitched even for me. In them are Mario's very own inspectors, bought and paid for. Within the hour, they'll spun this inexplicable catastrophe into a simple, unfortunate accident. I appreciate it. That will save me some trouble. But I find it hard to believe you'll let me go so easily. I heard you were quite thorough in your interrogation of Miss Noel. Like I could pull the same shit on the Spurial Agency's lapdog. I've heard you won't even talk on pain of death, and there's no point throwing a dead lay on the rack. So I'll turn a blind eye to your side operation. Or are you offering to come voluntarily? I am willing to respect your orders, acting prelate. That is, if they are submitted through official channels. Mario does not answer. His lips curl in amusement. I'm glad you know what's what. That's a veteran executor for you. In that case, I won't be trading information with you. Unless you want to owe me one. That will not be necessary. I will take care of my own duties, and I trust that you will take care of yours. You know, I'm surprised we are not at each other's throats here. I know you people like to get rid of outside interference in advance. Doesn't that make me a thorn in your side? What with me working directly under the High Prelate and all? The young boy's aggressive tone is a clear provocation. The executor shrugs it off without so much as looking over her shoulder. If you were any other acting prelate, then perhaps, but you are an exception. I trust you. Or rather, I trust your loyalty to Laurentis. I cannot believe you would forsake your long-term objectives for short-term gain. Excuse me? You trust us? You, who gives authority to the bird every chance you get? Did you convert to Mormonism while I wasn't looking? Although to be fair, there is nothing more trustworthy than money. How disappointing. You look so much like your brother. It's a shame to find you are his exact opposite. What a beautiful speech! What did you say about my fucking brother? I know him. I have worked with him once before. Those around him often dismissed him on account of being Cardinal Laurentis' son. But I found him quite admirable in his own right. Yeah, when Mario goes off. Yeah. He asked me to be kind to his younger brothers if I were to meet any of them, because, although they may be twisted, they are innocent and righteous at heart. What a load of horseshit! Go to hell and take that prick with you! What is he doing playing around with some disposable bitch? He is a disgrace to the family name! What did you say, you little piece of crap? That is precisely why I trust you and your kin. You prize defending your father's honor above all else, which means you have bigger priorities at the moment than capturing me. Defending my father's honor? What? You hear that crap from my brother? Sounds like the sort of shit he'd just spout! Not at all. Your brother was very much the silent type. I simply inferred as much from working with him. Stupid bastard! 20 years old and he never grew the fuck up! Between his bleeding heart and his half-ass ideals, it's no wonder we are still balls deep in this mess! We're in this mess! There we go.
In this mess.
Yeah. Have to add more of an Italian flair to it. That was a long time ago. 6 years, in fact. He's now serving as an assistant to your father, correct? Knowing him, I expect he's grown quite capable. As the executor reminisces about the past, her audience looks on with cold eyes. The acting prelate grinds his teeth. Fine, I don't care. I'm done trying to cut a deal with you. Do whatever the fuck you want. You're after Roa, right?
Whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, whatever the fuck you want. There you go. You are after Roa, right? So am I, but all I want is his workshop. The man himself is all yours. Whoops. The wind whistles as Mario takes his leave. His previous standoffish bluster is nowhere to be seen. The executor must have gotten under his skin. Wait, acting prelate. There is one thing I would ask of you. Agree, and you may leave with your life. Oh! Mario's fingers stop. He makes a turn around to tell the executor off, but only to realize that her threat was an idle one. Just one solitary string holds him aloft. The executor has stood surrounded by over 700 spirit threads for minutes now, until a moment ago, when she incinerated all but one in total silence. Well, fuck me! No incantation! Don't tell me you generated all of this magical energy from your fingertips! but you need several hundred times the output of the average mage to pull that off! Let me tell you, Executor Ciel, you're a fucking monster! But then you would have to have 2 or 3 idea bloods in your possession. I don't know, okay, that was not the right way to say that, whatever. Enough talk, or should I burn that last thread too? No, stop! I am not about to die from something as stupid as falling out of the sky! Hey, stop it! Stop it! Merciless as always, I see! Alright, fine. I am listening. Tell me what you want. Something needs to be done about my partner. Since you've met her, I'm sure you'll understand what I am proposing. The executor's tone has grown cold. She speaks in a calm voice that imparts only fact. Her implication is plain. Executor Noelle is at her limit, both mentally and in terms of ability. She has nothing else to offer. Oh, that. Gotcha! Personnel reassignment's under my jurisdiction, so I'm sure I can find some odd jobs for her. Are you sure, though? You know I am going to run her ragged, right? That's fine. Just have her sorted out as quickly as possible. She was bitten by Vlove Archangel. Not badly enough to cause concern, but I still appreciate if you could arrange her an examination, just in case. Just in case, huh? Well, there might be a placebo effect if nothing else. Looks to me like she is already in pieces. I'll get her a full body examination as quick as I can swing it. Small price to pay to get you out of my way. With that, their business is concluded. The boy departs, this time without interruption. Only the executor remains, her habit fluttering in the wind. And now to return to my regularly scheduled aura farming. She looks down upon the scene of destruction once more and breathes a small sigh. Meanwhile,
in our universe.
gasping for air, we make it to the park. Luckily, we managed to escape unnoticed. I finally stopped to rest, panting like a dog. As for the princess by my side, I'm sorry. I didn't think about your condition. That's new. She actually expressed remorse. Maybe I'm too much of a pushover, but I can't stand to see her so forlorn. It's fine. No one saw us, so forget it. Might have overreacted myself. This wasn't the first time you've done something crazy, so I should have known. Don't be too hard on yourself. Really? Well, as long as you're not mad at me. No, I'm not mad at you. You did go a bit overboard, though. Next time you do something that wild, at least give me a heads up. Yes, of course! We'll make a terrifying team yet! Terrifying? Did she mean to say terrific? My consciousness flickers as my anemia seizes a chance. My knees buckle. Feels like the contents of my head are spilling out. Shiki! As Arcwade rushes her towards me, I raise a hand to tell her I'm okay. Don't worry. Just a little worn out. Should be fine after I sit for a bit. I lower myself onto a nearby bench and catch my breath. She worried about me? Must have spent too long looking at the lines of death. Shiki, just how much do you know about your own eyes? With that, she adopts the mannerisms of a teacher and launches into a lecture about my eyes. According to Arcwade, my eyes don't exactly see death, but rather decipher death. The lines are simply where death is exposed. The origin of those lines, the point, is death itself. Seeing the lines requires going far beyond the limits of human perception and cognition. So overusing this ability would cause the brain to crash before the eyes. Due to the strain, it must be used in moderation. What the hell? You're the one who told me to use them in the first place. Arcwade's selfishness is almost comical. She knows full well that my mystic eyes is the only thing I can offer. How can she order me to help her and then warn me not to overuse them? The logic doesn't add up. She continues rambling about things I barely understand. Miss Arcwade is quite the lecturer. I nod and nod as I listen. I've actually pretty much recovered already, but I opted not to cut her off and just stare at her instead. Gee. She looked so frail just a moment ago. Now she's practically glowing with energy. Hey, are you even listening? I'm trying to tell you you're in danger. This is no laughing matter. She's seriously angry at me. It's not like I meant to laugh. And she's the one who got carried away with all her newfound zeal. How come you're acting all high and mighty? You were in danger yourself when Vlove got you that time. That was then, this is now. Or what? Would you rather watch me suffer? No way, I don't ever want to see her like that again. Yeah, maybe that would balance things out a bit, but we're not talking about balance here. For me, personally, what I really want to say is, I'm glad to see you in such high spirits, Arcwade. I hope that never changes. If I could have one wish, it'd be to see her smile like that forever. Oh god! Wait, why is she charging at me? Hey, are you a freaking boar? I scramble to get up, knowing there's no way I'll be able to dodge her. But as I stand, Arcwade skids to a halt in front of me and grasps my hand in hers. Yeah, I feel the same way. I knew it. You and I are so alike. I gulp as I take in the purity of her smile. Thinking to reciprocate, I open my mouth to reply. But a head-splitting pain shoots through my head at the worst possible moment. Ugh. I only save myself from collapsing by grabbing onto the bench. I take a few deep breaths and ride out the dizziness. Fortunately, it was just one flash of pain. Should be able to get back up. Sorry. Looks like I still haven't fully recovered. It's like you said, Arcoid. You use my mystic eyes too much. Arcoid doesn't reply. She just gasps, like she's seen something she can scarcely believe. I see. That's rough, Shiki. She lets out a giggle and skips back to the center of the park square. Literally, that's rough, buddy. Oh no. The night grows later. Arcoid has much less to say, but I can tell she's in a good mood. So much so that I have to wonder why. We pass the time discussing our next move. Before I know it, it's past midnight. It's a new day already. Let's call it here for tonight. We'll pick up where we left off tomorrow. I guess this isn't exactly going to be done in a day. So where do we meet? Same time, same place? Yep. I'll be bored out of my mind waiting a whole day. But you have your own life to get back to. I can't get in the way of that. Arcoid flashes me a brisk smile, then leaps clean out of the park. She sure knows how to make an exit. Well, no time to gawk. I better hurry back. If I leave my room empty for too long, someone's going to realize I've snuck out. I rush back to the mansion as fast as I can, knowing there's a good chance I'm already too late. What? Sorry, I'm trying to make a noise.
Johnny's dead.
Yeah.
No, that was me.
Okay.
He's carrying something heavy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway. It's well past midnight by now. The lights in the mansion are all out. I bypass the main entrance and slip in through the service door at the west wing. Oh. I don't think he's ever used that door, now that I think about it. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. When I left, I used the same exit. Luckily, it's still unlocked. Isui and Kohaku's rooms are in the west wing, so I tiptoe my way in to avoid waking them. A sigh of relief escapes my lips as I sit down in my bed. All the walking I've done tonight must have exhausted me. Feels like the mattress is sucking me in. Again, I'm working with Arcoid. Fate just keeps dragging me back into her blast radius. Stop right there. What choice do I have? Can't just let her be. Or maybe I don't want to. Maybe I'm drawn to her in all her beauty and all her inhumanity. Feel a brief twinge of pain in my head, like being stabbed with a needle. That's odd. This headache felt different from the ones I've had before. Rather than a pang of pain, it was a pang of guilt? Like I'm rebuking myself for being so foolish as to think of her as beautiful. Slowly, I close my eyes. Sleep takes me over, giant hand pulling my body and my consciousness into a deep darkness. As I fall helplessly into darkness, I try to recall why that would be foolish, but my thoughts disintegrate before I can. I can't sleep. Must have too much on my mind. Too many things to think about. Shiki like me for real. Closing my eyes throws my thoughts into sharper relief. Now that I'm awake, I won't be able to fall back asleep anytime soon. Giving up, I roll out of bed. Might as well do some reading. Put on my jacket to stay warm and search through my belongings. Fortunately, I can only find books I have already read. But I'm just killing time anyway, so I don't need anything new. I moved to the adjoining sunroom, holding a book I've read many times over. It's nice to have a room just for reading. Sinking into the chair, I flip through the pages. Here we go again. The first emotion I ever felt, of all things, was pity. Not anger, not despair. It seemed that everything I laid my eyes upon was miserable. The most miserable of all, of course, being myself. He was born at the end of the 15th century. A child of a wealthy family, he received the best education money could buy, grew up healthy in both mind and body. A benevolent soul, he reviled corruption, avoiding any and all vices. Those around him regarded him as a child prodigy, and believed without a doubt that he would bring them great prosperity. However, he defied his parents' wishes for him to inherit their lands, instead setting his eyes on the doors to the house of God. In this age, the corruption of the church was at its height. The greed of the powerful had infected its roots, and the fruit had nearly fallen from the tree. His parents were disappointed, but nonetheless gave him their blessing to follow his aspirations. In the hope, perhaps, that he could excise the corruption that had spread throughout the land. By all rights, it would be impossible for a single man with no patron to change the world, but he passed through the many cities, befriended many people, watched many new developments come to fruition. Throughout all this, he arrived at the same single conclusion. Human beings are magnificent. Of all the Lord's creations, they are the most superior. They may be weak, frail, noisy, irredeemable creatures, but their soul-redeeming quality outweighs all their ugliness. For as long as humans exist, they are compelled to search for meaning. In this he saw the Lord's design. He met new people on a near daily basis. Residents of the city, visitors to the city. He welcomed them all. He found joy in learning about the life of every stranger he spoke with. In each and every person's life, there is a truth to be learned. Many of those lives were unremarkable. Many were even reprehensible. But none were without meaning. He endeavored to know as many humans as he could. His compatriots laughed at him, saying 10 people was enough. His teachers chided him, bidding him to stop at 100. The clergy praised him, encouraging him to know 10,000. Only one foresaw the hell that lay ahead of him, his closest friend. Just as his friend had warned, around the time he had carefully recorded 1,000 lives, he ran up against a wall. That's not to say he lost heart because they were uninteresting or inconsequential. If anything, it was the opposite. He wanted to know more. 1,000 people, 2,000 people would not suffice. He must collect more and more truths. But still, it would not be enough. It would never even be close to enough. Even should he befriend someone new every day, at the age of 60 he still would not have met everyone in the city. But even worse, humanity was growing in number. The world would only keep expanding. New possibilities would be born with every passing day. Why must humans be afforded so little time? He looked back on his life, and saw that from the day he was born, he had never known personal happiness. Those around him called him a child prodigy, but they were mistaken. He was a man of exceedingly average talent. If people's abilities were quantified numerically, the total value of his would be no different to anyone else's. However, his parameters would display a dramatic skew. He was far less concerned with the inner workings of people than he was with those of the world. While he was fascinated with the aggregate, he possessed no capacity to love the individual. While he strove tirelessly for higher understanding, he lacked any worldly ambition. While he looked constantly to the future, he was unable to appreciate the present. In other words, he was extraordinarily inhuman. But even then, he remained a man of incomparable virtue. He loved the values that humans held dear, the lives led by the virtuous. His faith was more fervent than anyone else's. While he was unable to reform the religious world by himself, it would only be fair to concede that he did inspire change. For all his love of humanity stifled his love for people, and while he eventually strayed from the path, for a time he was nothing less than a living saint.
Yep.
The story dates from before he began his study. When he was yet a child, his mind was mature, which is why, even as a child, he refused to accept that any mystery he encountered lay beyond his reach. For the boy who understood the whole of society, there was no such thing. Rain, clouds, even ghosts all had rational explanations. To him, the only true mystery was that which mankind as a whole could not decipher. That which others would accept as just the way it is. The unexplained was the last refuge of his childish innocence, and his fervor for it shone like a star, brighter by far than the ordinary passions of youth. Consequently, I remember it even now. The night I struck out on my own, unbeknownst to my father. High above, held up by nothing, that mysterious rock stared back at me. The white disk gleaming in the sky, the clouds that obscured it. What is that? What is its purpose? How does it exist? Anticipation, intrigue, fear. Those were the feelings that welled up inside him when faced with something he could not reach. They took root in his breast like a shining star. That was his beginning, and his impetus. Oh, how grave his sin. Oh, how grave his foolishness. For he prayed to the Lord above to one day understand all the universe. In the years to come, he would learn the truth. That was the grand understanding to which he had dedicated his life, had already been discovered by his forebears. That, in the name of oppression, the house of God hoarded the world's knowledge behind its doors. Mathematics, astronomy, geology, history, architecture, economics, medicine, architecture, and art and alchemy, later to be known as science. In this era, the house of God was but an intellectual graveyard, securing all of man's advances under lock and key, even as it touted itself as the world's greatest educational institution. Primates created tools, people created civilization, scholars studied the stars and devised ways to observe them. They surmised the vastness of the universe long before they had ever crafted wings to lift them off the ground. They had long known the nature of the rock he saw in the sky that night. Not even the innermost workings of the earth were barred to them. Every possible question had already been answered. Every mystery had already been solved. As a nameless philosopher once said, man will spend his next 1,000 years proving what he has already surmised. All the world would be rendered comprehensible. All the universe would be given meaning. But this understanding brought him no joy. Instead, he was gripped by fear and anger beyond description. It was only because I had already given up that I was able to accept it. But what now? What am I to do with this knowledge? There will come a day when humans will know everything. Yet this body of mine will expire long before it comes to pass. Compared to the vastness of the world, one human life is cruelly short. He dedicated his life to knowing everything, but would die knowing nothing. He searched for the meaning of human life and learned that it had none. Any person should understand what a pitiful conclusion that is. In that moment, he first knew the terror of death. I fear death. I fear atrophy. I fear a world without an end. Even after acquiring so much knowledge, I still know nothing. It is not my own annihilation that frightens me. What truly terrifies me is losing my purpose. Must devise a new approach. Eternity does not yet exist on this earth. This world is still growing, still changing. All I can do is wait until it is complete. He stepped off the path. He turned his back on the stairway to heaven. What he wished for, what he sought, was simple. He wanted to know everything. And to do that, he needed unlimited time. How ironic. The man who feared the unlimited growth of humans pursued unlimited time as his solution. What the heck? Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure who this is, so, screw it. Well, if we're going to leave, you picked a good time. Gutenberg's machine is going to hit us as hard as it hits the Association, to say nothing of the Reformation. We'll both have a rough go of things for some time. Naturally, their side will take the greater fall. Widespread printing will put an end to all forms of superstition. The foundation of mystics will be shaken to the core. But you already knew that, didn't you? If both sides have their hands full, a delusional wunderkind might just be able to sneak off to the castle of the true ancestors, get his hands on eternity. Talk about profiting from disaster. You misjudge me. Vampires may be resilient to aging and death, but they are a far cry from the eternity I seek. At best they are a work in progress. No, I intend to simply take my own life and greet my end a human. Really? Ironic for a man who lived forever to burn out so fast. So does that mean you'll be leaving the church tomorrow? I am entrusting the burial department to your care. Now that my father's inheritance is spent, I have no more hopes of rising to bishop. Now is the time. Look at us. You, the son of wealthy landowners, and me, the only stigmata to my name. Neither of us with the hope of making bishop. Now we can't even lick each other's wounds. Well, such is life, I suppose. So you plan to continue working on your magecraft theory, then? I have no intention of leaving the church, so I am afraid I won't be joining you in eternal life. Fortunately, we women have other ways. I will bear children and leave them, and tell them to you. Intriguing. What will you tell them, Narmarek? That a new dead apostle will rise to power in 100 years' time, and that they should ignore it, because fighting it will be futile. Hopefully it will not take that long. In fact, I would be disappointed if the Inquisition didn't come for me within your lifetime. I intend to make a vampire of the highest caliber. 10 years ought to be enough. Ha! Don't be absurd. You'll be starting over as a zombie. Even a once-in-a-decade talent like you will still need a century to climb the ranks. Their world is not as kind as ours. It is the closest thing on this earth to hell. Perhaps so, if I took the orthodox route. If I were to begin at the highest echelons, however, the rules of their world need not apply. How cryptic. What are you proposing, then? Why, it is simple. As you know, a dead apostle's power depends on the true ancestor who drinks their blood. Therefore, if I am to be the strongest dead apostle, I need only seek out the strongest true ancestor. That was a very long chapter. And next will be Metamorphosis 2. Actually, I can just... That was the most yapping I heard in a long time, yeah.
One-man show over here.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Especially since I had to take over, like, most roles.
Yeah.
Almost dozed off, yeah, I don't blame you. I wonder if Ed was still working.
I
Probably.
doubt it.
Yeah.
I feel like his work would be closed by now.
Yeah. I sent a message just in case, just to ask. But anyways, so yeah, there's quite a lot of information to take in there. And yeah, this is definitely, we're starting to see like the very different stuff happen. Although we're starting to see like the big diverging stuff happen. So yeah, excited to see it continue. But anyways, thanks for joining. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, Inara.
Adios.
Fuck.
Do you not have anything?
Oh, actually, I do have one.
Good night. Thank you. Yes.
Fun fact. Snow patterns in Japanese fashion were made specifically because there was one Japanese lord who was obsessed with crystal formations.
Huh.
It was to the point that when he discovered, snowflakes and how they work, he was nicknamed the Snow Lord.
Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah. Whoop. Ah, shoot, I did not mean to open that. Hang on. Although, actually, I do need to open that anyway. Yeah. Anyway. Farewell.